Hey everyone, this is JDAster64, and welcome back to part 4 of my Pre-Hooktail pit run.
Joining him is MilesLuigi and
Higsby again.
So here we're taking on the 40s, and here we have a drastically more diverse set of enemies to tackle here. So starting off, we have the Dark Paratroopers, which have the same stats as Dark Koopas. Nothing terribly hard. And here I go exploding bob-ombs before they have a chance to do anything again.
oh yeah. I suppose that's a really good conversation starter. Bulky bombs. The key thing here, you have fire drive. That sets them on fire. That causes them to blow up, which, well, you cause them to blow up. They do 2 damage to everything. Everything. You and the enemies.
Yep, and you can't guard or super guard that either. So make sure, I mean, don't be too terribly trigger happy about that. But the thing about them is they have 1 defense, and their first move is to light their fuse. After that, they will charge or raise their defenses to the point where they're really hard to kill, and they'll do tons of damage at the end if you let them. So it's important to gauge right off the bat whether you can take them out or not.
Definitely.
And I decided not to bother, since he was in the back. And I'm coming off a level up, so my stats are fine.
Exactly.
Couldn't hurt to get that extra damage on the other enemies, either.
Yeah, if you run into a line of 4 bulky bombs, you have to decide, okay, do I just fire drive, tank the 8 damage and move on, or...
Well, the first one, take it, and then tank the 6 damage, or... You might see that in play here, I don't know.
Maybe.
Am I an idiot? Do I put on Okay, surely I put on either Power Smash or Pierce. Nope, I'm an idiot. I put on Piercing Blow. Power Smash does 1 more attack, people.
Since we haven't talked about it too much, we mentioned Pity Follower is a useless badge. Do you want me to go into this, JDAster?
Sure.
Okay.
I don't know, I feel like I'm less hostile against it than most, but you go ahead.
Okay. So here's the deal with Pity Follower. It gives you about a 30% chance when you get attacked to heal again 1 FP. Therein, well, lies the problem, is you get attacked, well, you're taking damage, and kind of a goal of this game is to not take damage in the first place. Compare that to, say, Happy Floor, where you have an approximately 30% chance to just randomly gain 1 FP, and that only costs 2 badge points. Pity Floor costs 3 badge points for the exact same thing for getting attacked.
Where was the logic when they created that?
Exactly.
I mean, if it had been 2 BP, it'd probably be worth it.
Well, still, Happy Flower's better.
I don't know. Yeah, for one thing, you can get the Happy Flower only once per turn, but if you take a bunch of, little attacks, I don't know, get pelted by a bunch of 1 damage attacks, you could heal 5 or 6 HP, or FP if you get really lucky.
Exactly. That situation just does not appear very often in the game, though.
Mm-hmm.
And usually, if you're in a situation where you can theoretically take a blaze of a lot of 1 damage attacks, guarding or a single defense badge will completely mitigate that and is better than Pity Flower.
Well, I find attacks like that, like the Piter that will sometimes shoot at you 3 times, those are usually very easy to super guard as well.
Yeah, true.
So.
Did you just say a Piter's attack is easy to super guard?
Yes?
Yes?
You need to do a Pre-Hooktail Pit of Honor and a Trialis run, Higsby.
It's easy to super guard. I don't know. We'll see how that goes later on, I suppose. So,
lava bubbles.
Here we have Lava Bubbles. They have 6 HP, 4 attack power, I believe. And you can't jump on them, obviously, so you're stuck with either using hammers or shells to defeat them all. Obviously, Fire Drive's a horrible idea as well.
Oh, well, that heals them, actually.
Wow.
So you're gonna want to make sure you have Koops alive for these sets of floors.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know, besides that, hard to super guard, but they don't do a ton of damage. I mean, no more than anything
Relatively speaking. Relatively speaking. 4 damage is still quite a bit to take, especially if there's a line of 4 of them.
Yeah. I don't know. Relatively harmless unless you get the long line. Probably would have approached this a bit differently if I had gotten something like that. One thing to note, also, the enemies here all have a base star point level of at least 16 or 17 on this set of floors, the 40s. So you're basically guaranteed to get at least 5 star points for enemy for the rest of the pit. So, at the very least, that's a good baseline estimator. It's like, will I level up this level? Will I level up the next floor?
Oh, yeah.
And you can plan accordingly if you want to try to sweet treat fest or something.
Oh, Poison Pokey, you appear in Riverside Station. That's how far theoretically into the game we are right now.
Yep, chapter...
Oh, he's dead.
Chapter 5 and 6 here. Yeah, that'll definitely do it. Wouldn't it have done it then? No, it's got 8 HP. Yeah, so 8 HP and 4 attack power. These guys are really annoying in a Mega Rush P situation because they don't quite die. I think they're one of the first enemies that doesn't quite die to the the shell shot. Or the power shell.
Yeah, exactly. They're left with 1 HP, and that can cause problems. Ooh, you nailed that super guard. I honestly would have just flat out guarded that. That would have been me.
I mean, he could have only attacked once.
Good.
That was the problem when I played Paper Mario the Thousand Year Door last time. I started super guarding and I never normal guarded again, which would usually mess me up because there were things I could have easily just normal guarded, but I'm always like, maybe I can super guard it, but it usually backfires.
Yep, you'll see me using the normal guard sparingly, but occasionally in this the pit. Particularly when something has a chance of inflicting a status ailment that I really don't want to deal with.
That's true.
Oh yeah, normal guarding, even though it only mitigates 1 damage. Explicitly, if you're trying to avoid a status ailment, that's exactly where you want it. Oh boy, here's the floor, here's the floor, here's the floor.
Do I get the floor?
So you might be wondering, why is MilesLuigi getting all crazy and excited for 45? Well, just watch, alright?
Zap Tap's a must. You'd better have Zap Tap on now.
Oh yeah.
I don't even know why I bother keeping on the attack badges. Yeah, so Spiny Parabuzzies, these guys, you just flat out can't attack them with anything other than items. They're in midair, so you can't even hit them with Mega Rush P Power Shell, and they've got spikes, so jumps don't work. And they're immune to fire, but that doesn't really, I suppose that doesn't come up since they're never on the ground to be hit by Fire Drive. So yeah, you will be super guarding festing or Zap Tap festing this floor. And I get the line of 4, so
I'm sorry, did you see there was a reason why you didn't first strike with a hammer?
Well, I don't have enough attack power to have damaged it anyway.
Oh, that's okay, that's a good point. That's a good point. I was just wondering.
I'm surprised you didn't put on Last Stand, because that would be theoretically useful here.
Yeah, I guess Last Stand... I don't know, Last Stand normal is not terribly useful, but Last Stand Partner can be nice in keeping your partner alive. Especially if you put it and the one from the badge shop on, then it cuts your damage taken in a third. I mean, rounded up, but still. That can really help save your partners for another turn or so.
But what was kind of implied, you flat out can't attack these guys unless you have an item that hits them, which means your only recourse is Super Guardian and that Zap Tap Dash. So let's sit back and enjoy.
Yep, I'm fairly sure I threw this in the fast forward at some point.
Don't you have any items that would have worked? Or are we saving this for later?
I don't know what I do at this point. I mean, the POW blocks, but they wouldn't do a terrible amount. Thunder Rage is nice because it takes them out all in one hit. But besides that, I mean, Thunder Rage is pretty much the only attack that I would, or the only attack item I would use, and I feel like those have more use later on. Another thing I know is, since they're level 24, I know that I was going to level up this floor, so it's like, I'll just kill my partner and wait it out. Now, I'm really bad at super guarding here for whatever reason. But they'll all die this turn anyway, so it doesn't matter.
There you go. Well done.
Very nice.
That's a lot of star points, too.
Oh yeah. No, when I did my own Pre-Hooktail Pit of Wonder and Trials run using Dolphin, in my case, Last Stand is what allowed me to get through here, because Last Stand cuts any attack power in half when you're in danger. In my case, I ended up with Mario literally having 1 HP left, and he would have died without Last Stand.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I suppose Last Stand is fairly useful on those guys. I don't know. I just went into that floor with the mindset that if I get 4, I'm going to level up. So long as I can stay alive, I'm good. I don't know why I bothered with Pity Flower, since if I knew I was leveling up, though, the FP was worthless.
Mover.
Yep.
Huh.
There's a floor. Dark Paratroopers aren't too terribly annoying, so that was kind of unnecessary, but alright. Question is, do I go for the fire drive here?
Let's take a look at your circuits. Oh, it's just 2.
I know, probably not.
I wouldn't bother. You can get out of this battle without taking any damage. In fact, I think you
Use
could
the
do this
jump
battle
even.
without even spending any FP. Wow.
Well, on the first guy, at the very least. The second guy,
Yeah.
I think he'll raise his defense before I have a chance to him. Yeah, Power Smash will do it, though. Exactly, I believe. Yep.
Oh.
Exactly 6 HP.
Very good.
Yep, moving on.
Something that just occurred to me. You haven't gotten a bingo yet.
I haven't.
Something that I remember from Ivanka's run is not only was he like nailing all the sweet treats, he could nail every single bingo. And that don't surprise me because that last slot item just moves so fast, and it is possible to get bingos consistently, but I never got good at it.
Yeah, that's true. They cycle through always Mushroom, Flower, Star, Shine Sprite, and then Poison Mushroom. So at the very least, try not to get Poison Mushroom bingos. And that much
That's
I do
funny.
try. I don't know that I always tried necessarily to game the system and hit the third one. From my experience, the easiest way to do that is by watching for the mushroom, the red mushroom, since it stands out the much, and then just timing your press based on that. I can't tell the difference between the flower or the shine. Certainly not the shine and the sprite, or the star and the shine sprite, rather. At max
Surprisingly,
speed.
I actually nailed the shine almost every single time. The mushroom and shine and flower I'm very good at, but I can never get the star.
The star is not terribly useful in this run, seeing as you only have 1 star power. And, again, I know how star power works, so...
Exactly. The thing that helps you the most with the bingo, though, is that it guarantees fills up your audience and makes them all excited and happy.
Yeah, and on the note of star power, while I guess that's a perfect segue, it also increases your star power, the rate at which you regenerate your star power. Like, not just by the virtue that you get more audience, but the amount of star power you'll get from attacks will be doubled for a few turns if you get a mushroom, flower, or star bingo, or tripled if you get a shine sprite bingo.
Wow.
That can be very useful. And another thing that affects that, I suppose, which I haven't mentioned either, if your partner is in peril, you'll get an extra 50% star power, and if it's in danger, you'll get another 50%. If it's in peril or dead, you'll get double star power. Similarly, if Mario is in danger, he'll get double star power, and if he's in peril, he'll get triple. And those all stack, so if both you and your partner are in peril, and you have a Shine Sprite bingo, congratulations, you've got 18 times your normal star power intake.
That's a hard situation to set up, though, because the thing is, you get a Shine Sprite bingo, you heal completely up.
That's true.
Exactly, but I really like that line of thinking behind the game, because it's like the designers knew. You know, Mario's cutting it down to the wire, almost dead. The audience loves that.
I think that was a Jumps First Strike. Yep.
I never looked at it
Oh,
like that.
Lord,
That's
you just
funny.
took 1 damage.
Again, I'm not sure why I'm using poops when my hammer actually does more attack. I must still have the Mega Rush P mindset there. 'cause
Well,
you're
it's
almost
safer to
always
attack
gonna
from a
do that.
distance with Koops than it is to hammer that
Yeah, that's true as well, I suppose.
poison pokey.
And I take power plus off. Not sure what my line of thinking was there.
Was there spiked Parabuzzies in that battle?
Yeah,
I
there
think
were.
you were preparing for that.
Thankfully, I don't... Pity Flower again. I don't know what I'm thinking. At least I don't think I got as many overall Spike Parabuzzies as I did last time I did this. If I recall, my count was like 9 or 10 for the entire set of the 40s. And that's 9 or 10 enemies you're completely incapable of doing anything to. So that was fairly annoying.
No, now you're going to hammer that one poison pokey and just kind of sit back for the spike Parabuzzies.
Yeah, in retrospect, it may have been a bit useful I guess it's not terribly useful to have Koops alive during the 50s, and I guess you'll see when those enemies come that that's going to be the case. Hate to break it to you, Spiny Parabuzzy, I don't think that invisibility is going to help you at all.
No, he's still gonna get hit by that Zap Tap, so...
You say the Zap Tap, so you know I'm not going to hit the Super Guard then. Yeah, I don't know why I had such a hard time with that. Like, I failed 4 out of the last 6. At least there's only 2 of them. That could be potentially dangerous if you're failing repeatedly on a set of 4. Because one thing I noticed during this run is I tend to mess up the first Super Guard because all those stars are flying around from whatever attacks or deals you're doing.
Oh boy, this is a good experience chunk you're going to get.
Yeah,
Wow.
This would be a useful one to get a level up on.
I always love seeing that many star points appear on screen. Oh, you even got the
It
level
looks
up too.
amazing. Wow.
I love it the best when you have all 100. It's like, you got max experience from this battle.
Yep, not many times that could potentially happen. I guess it could happen in the 90s because of something that we'll see come up eventually, and I guess technically it could happen on, like, say, a set of 5, I don't know, Phantom Embers or Spoonias, where they give such ridiculous amounts of experience that they would give more than 50 in a line of 5 setting.
It's not possible to get 100 on a 90 floor even without double?
It might be, I believe.
If you get 2 of them... that's a
Yeah,
lot.
true, yeah, so yeah, it's definitely possible. Unlikely, certainly unlikely without Mega Rush P. Yeah, bit of bad setup. I guess I'm setting up for 51 here.
Oh yeah, you just made it halfway through the pit, and you get a great reward. Strange Sack.
Which I kind
You
of
didn't even get
die
to read the
there.
description.
But yeah, now I have 20 item slots, which I don't bother to show off, I guess. But yeah, now I can hold up to 20 items.
That is awesome.
Alright.
Well,
Well, join us next time when enemies get tougher and battle strategies get more interesting, alright?
yep, this has been JD Acer 64.
And MilesLuigi.
And Higsby?
I'll see you next time.